Universal Interactive presents a turbocharged extravaganza by Vicarious Visions. Brace yourself for Crash Nitro Kart!
Well, hello and welcome to today's live stream. Oh, and for some reason it's not automatically turned over to the window that I want it to, so bear with me while I sort that out. Instead of it capturing the game window, it's capturing, I guess, the options, which is weird, but hey, you can see I'm actually emulating it, so that's something. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got that slight technical thing out the way, welcome to my live stream. And one moment while I just sort the audio out in my headphones, just so it's like super quiet for me. I'm hoping I've got the headset right in terms of balance. I am peaking a little bit, but I think I just told this is my gears because I literally can't talk any softer than this. So I hope you can hear the game audio and I hope you can hear me. It's not easy to get the balance right when there's nobody in the chat, but it is what it is. So all of my social media stuff is in the about section on Twitch. It's also going to be in the description on YouTube as well as the highlight on Twitch. So feel free to follow me on all of the things. If you go to the about section on Twitch, they're in big huge buttons. There's the donate link, which is written underneath my game window the entire time there. If you ever feel so inclined to help me out with getting that second camera so I can do art live streams, so I have this camera for the face cam and the second camera for like showing the art permanently, you know. So you see every single bit of the process. That's kind of what I'm wanting. So with all of that said, let's get into actually trying to beat the game, shall we? And of course, Trevor, I know you watched these and I'm so glad that you do.
Well,
I do wish that you were able to come to the live stream and just chat with me, but I know we've got the time difference to factor in, and that you need to actually go to work and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm trying to make this my work, so any help in making this a viable thing for me to keep doing, to try and make a living out of this, that would be awesome. But as of right now, my goal is to get that second camera so I can do art live streams, and then I can alternate between doing game live streams like this and art. So let's get into playing this. It should be at the third boss, which it looks like I did remember to save, so nice. I wish this game had much nicer controls. If this game controlled the same way that Crash Team Racing controlled, it would be just so much better. I fell off the hub world. What the hell? I did not think that was even possible.
Increased airtime.
How did I even manage that? Well, how do I get to him? That's so confusing. How do I get to that boss? Seriously.
Up in the way.
Never mind, I got there. Jesus Christ. Well, that was harder than it needed to be. I totally missed what track it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be that one with the stupid clock. So, yeah, I'm sticking with this guy. Because I did fairly well turning with him. I wish with the boss one, it was all three of my team, so I had a much better chance of winning against the boss, particularly when there's two of them. What the hell? They're just leaving empty boxes behind. Fuck's sakes. Oh, and I finally get a box. Why did it have to be this track? Why? I keep wanting to do like cutting across there and it just fucks you up every time. Really? So there's no point in going for that X then if you're just gonna do that. Fucking hell. I hate the sandworms, I really do. I didn't even see that one. Probably should have saved that for the sandworms. But there's another box down here, so it's all good. Well, I actually managed to get in eyesight of them, so that's something. Why did it give me bombs? A missile would have been so much better. Holy shit, I'm in first place. And it's the final lap. If I get this first score, I'm gonna be so impressed. Holy shit! I can't believe I managed to do that first score. And that was such a bad start to that as well. Yes! Oh, that is totally going up as a clip. Oh, that is so awesome.
Yes, yes.
You know, you did good out there.
Go away, you filthy clown.
No. He's a mime.
Mime clown, close enough. With their painted faces and tattoos and stupid little honker things that just...
Where do you get off calling me a clown with your big head and your stupid springy hair?
You got a point.
Norm, get over here!
Uh-oh.
Perhaps I need new ways to motivate you, like taking your books away. I thought he had you beat, but you proved me wrong. You won't be so lucky on Techne.
I can't believe I beat that one first go on my least favourite track. And yet, the shark one, it took me forever to beat.
Perfect! You've won a key!
I'm seriously in shock. Alright, on to the next one then. I have no idea what tracks or what the boss is going to be like or anything. But I must be getting closer to the end, surely. Because I know at one point I have to race Velo himself. Okay, let's see. Could they just make the tracks easier to get to? That would be great. I'm not sure what this track is, so I'm going to go to my intermediate, just in case. Oh, it's essentially the tiny mud track from the first game. Oh man, you really have to land those speeds. Sweet. Look. Oh, and it's got a bit of the engine track as well, where you're in the science lab. That's kind of cool. They literally mushed two tracks together.
I'm on your six.
Oh wow, I was in fourth, and then I got hit, and straight away I'm in sixth place. That's so unfair.
Make way for Earth's finest. The race is mine.
Well, thank God for that. Back into third place, back into second. Only one person ahead. Why did it give me bombs? Stop giving me bombs.
Out of my way!
Yes, I got it. And stop doing that as well.
Bada boom. Make way for Earth's finest.
See, the sharp corners in this aren't as bad as on the like castle
The doctor is in.
kind of track, because it's a lot lighter, so you can see.
You will never best me. The doctor is in. Whoa.
I just passed my own teammate, so no matter which one of us won, it will be fine.
Right behind you! Move out, you spruce goose! Right behind you! What for you,
I'm surprised I haven't fallen off yet. The fact that I like this track probably means it's not going to be the boss track. Always tends to be the worst track of the entire world. That's the
Here you go.
boss one.
Oh, that did not
No worries.
feel good.
Glad you could come along. Oh, snuck into third. Well, I got second place and I got third place, so that's something. Oh man, I missed the boost. Oh well. It's not very effective in this game anyway.
I'm on your six.
Yes, I got it. Even though I got slowed down because of it. Nice. I hit whoever that was and I've teamed up. But it should, in theory, mean that this should get really easy.
Make way for Earth's finest.
The shield stops you from being able to see the track.
Make way for Earth's
hell?
finest.
I really don't like that the shield does that. It obstructs my vision somewhat.
The race is mine.
You can't run forever.
Oh, did I just actually hit somebody with the bomb?
Make way for
don't think I
Earth's
did.
finest.
It's hard to tell.
I'm ahead. I'm ahead.
Creighton, aim for the enemies. Out of my way.
Sweet, I'm in first place.
With my car, I can't lose.
I'm on your six.
Well, I'm in second, but my teammate is in first. So, it's all good. And I think I just put the TNT on his head. Whoops.
I'm right behind you. Kidding.
You will never best me.
Coming at you, baby.
Suppose I haven't been took up by that weird vortex thing that I just avoided. Normally when I do this track, I'm always getting took by that.
Can't shake me, huh?
I do actually remember this track, so, but I've never done it as part of the adventure mode before, and I've certainly never beat the third boss.
Out of my way!
As soon as you come off that, you just slow right down. Third again. I'm almost tempted to go with Tiny. I'll give it one more go with him. Why else would it put Engine with me, you know? It should have put Tiny with me if he's the best for the track.
Make way for Earth's finest!
Oh yeah, I like how it gives me the shield thing, like the spinning mask thing, just to get me right at the front of the pack straight away. So I've got to fight really hard to stay in first place.
Out of my way! Watch it! You hit your teammate!
No, I didn't, otherwise my shield would have went.
I'm on your six!
When I come off that pipe, I've got to remember to do a jump.
Make way for Earth's finest!
Yes, I got it.
The doctor is in! The race is mine.
I'm right behind you. Kidding. You make
Whoops.
me laugh.
I think I just blew up my teammate.
Behind you.
Oh. Well, that could have went better. At least I got one more lap to do.
The doctor is in!
I still can't believe I beat that third boss on my first go. And there was two of them. My own TNT crate.
The key to the ATS.
just heard somebody get sucked up by that vortex thing that I moved. Oh, come on! How many times? How many times have I done this track now and I've never fell for that?
Bada bing, bada boom. Make way for Earth's finest.
Do you know what? I'm fine. I've got second, my teammates got first, so I've got the trophy. I'm fine with that.
I just won! I just won!
Excellent! You win a trophy! You can knock off a TNT crate stuck on your head by hopping repeatedly.
Yes, I've just done that, and why didn't you tell me that right at the beginning? Those bits of talking after the race are totally pointless by now, surely. There's my next track. I'm not sure what track this is, so I'm sticking with him. Wow, I've been live for like not even half an hour yet, and I'm already on the midway point of the planned races. I want to get to the next boss. That's like what I'm trying to do. Go from boss to boss in each live stream. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be Noxide's track?
Catch me if you can!
Oh shit. Well, get out of the little cutscene thing.
Out of my way!
That's going to be a pain in the ass.
I'm on your 6.
How did they fall off there? For God's sakes. Well, at least I should get the good weapons now.
I'm on your 6. The race is mine. Wah-ha! Make way for
All
Earth's
that,
finest.
and I only got up to 7th place.
That did not feel good.
Slow everyone down just a
I'm on
little
your
bit.
6.
Get me up to 5th.
The doctor is in. Wah-ha! You will never best me.
You make me laugh.
The key to the gate is...
Oh, come on. I was in 1st place. Well, at least I've teamed up. That's something.
Look out! I'm gaining on you!
You can. I'm staying in 1st place though.
Are you looking at me? Who are you looking at?
The doctor is in.
Wouldn't it be funny if he got 1st place? but I still get the trophy. And then we have to do the boss.
Make way for Earth's finest.
Like, if I don't actually get any of the trophies myself,
Ouch!
and it's just my teammate, that's a very high possibility. I'm nowhere near him right now, and he's in first place, so I'm really hoping that he does win, because I'm really not liking this track. It had passed! Come on!
Make way for Earth's
At least the
finest.
cutscene wasn't quite as long.
The key to the 8 S to S.
Well, at least my teammate's still in first place.
I'm on your 6. Out of my way! You will never best me.
Well, he was. Cause now he's not.
Look out! I'm gaining on you!
Wah-ha! I'm on your 6. The key to the 8 S to S. Advantage. Good. I'm on your 6. Oh!
How did my teammate go to fourth place? Ah. I'm literally hurting my feet doing this, because my feet are just doing this the entire time. Like, my toes are like... Okay, let's retry this. Oh my god, I got the boost.
Make way for Earth's finest! I'm on your 6. The key to the 8 S to S.
Sweet, I teamed up. And now I'm in first place. Things could not be better. Let's try and keep it that way.
Kidding.
Oh, at the very least second with my teammate in first. So he gets the trophy. But it's still me technically.
Trick me, huh?
Out of my way!
I was out the way, come on!
Don't fail me!
Watch your voice sneak out behind this cart.
Make way for Earth's finest! The key to the 8 S to S.
Well, at least I'm back in the first place now.
Rules.
And I'm in first place with a shield. That can't be
That
too
does
bad.
not feel good. Out of my
And I'm
way.
in second, and my teammate is in first. Oh, nope. Totally changed. God damn it.
The key to the
That train's gonna come back any second now, isn't it?
Take that.
I'm on a roll.
It feels like it's slowed down so much.
Oh my!
It's like the first proper shield that's gave me.
Ouch! Yes, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. You will never best me.
It's gonna be so close.
Look out! I'm gaining on you!
Yes! My teammate won and I got second. I haven't won a single trophy yet, but I still get the trophy. I've only got one more track of this thing to do. Either these are getting easier, or I'm actually getting better at the game, and I don't think I am getting better at the game.
Excellent! You win a trophy! To make tight turns, brake slide by holding down the brake button while turning hard in the direction you want to go.
You mean exactly like this? Well, damn. I wasn't even trying yet to get to the race. Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna stick with him. I've no idea what to expect from this track yet. I stand corrected, this will be Oxide's track.
Out of my way! You will never best me. Out of my way! Out of my way!
I'm assuming that we have to race against Oxide again.
Look at me! The doctor is in!
What did they even crash into there?
Excellent! The doctor is in!
Sweet, I just teamed up.
You will never best me.
I've noticed once you team up, you don't tend to lose it.
I'm on your
Or
side.
very rarely anyway.
You will never best me.
Can't believe I'm actually in first place. And it's my first go at doing this track in like forever. Hey Blade. Sorry, I'm just so focused on trying to win. I didn't see you in the chat there. I have no idea whether you're still here. But thanks for popping along anyway. I'm guessing you got a bit fed up of Sean's live stream. Or you tend to have like multiple live streams up at one time, don't you? I seem to be having this blue shield a lot longer than the green ones do. You won't believe what happened when I first put this game in and I done the third boss that I was up to. I won first go, and yet when I was doing the second boss, like yesterday, it took forever to beat him, and I hate the track that I beat the third boss on, like first go.
So you know, very few racers have ever won all 12 trophies. Yes, they deserve it. But now, they must face my finest racer, Geary, champion of Techni, the pinnacle of robotics. Isn't that right, Geary?
Only a robot can achieve perfection in motion. I will demolish it. Oh, what a mess! Can't have that, little kid. Now, where was I?
That sounded like Clank from Ratchet and Clank, didn't it? I wonder if it's the same voice actor.
Excellent! You win a trophy! Wumpa fruit will make your cart go faster! Collect 10 Wumpa fruit to juice up your cart and make your power-up stronger!
Really? It's telling me that now? 12 races in. Well, this would normally be at the point where I would end my live stream, because I was going boss to boss, but I really don't want to end my live stream yet. So what I'll do is I'll just take a quick break and chat for a bit. So I'll just leave it on that. Yeah, so Blade, how have you been? It'll also be an interesting thing for me to see how much of a delay there is between when I say stuff to when you hear it. that's really good to hear. As you can see there, I've got my donation goal all set up. The second camera that I want to get, I want to be able to do art live streams. So like, I can alternate between doing game stuff like this and doing art. So like, have that camera for the face cam, same as always, and then the second camera for like just being on the artwork, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, it will be a colouring book most of the time, because I cannot draw to save my life, but I do like to just put colour down on paper. It's a lot of fun, especially like mixing colours and stuff. Yeah, so my goal there is £100, and that's for like the camera and the stand, or like well, kind of grabbing frame, so it like latches on to, I guess, my desk, so it kind of has like a weird boom arm kind of thing. I mean, it would probably be more than £100, but I think, like, as I'm more or less just starting out, reaching £100 is going to be one hell of a challenge, especially when I take forever to like respond to people when I'm so focused on the racing stuff. I think I'm much better when it's like fighting games, because I can just kind of see both things at the same time, because I kind of know the moves that I want to do and how to do them most of the time. But yeah, even though this game is not as good in terms of the controls compared to Crash Team Racing, which I do find funny that Crash Team Racing you're not actually in teams, but this one you are. Yeah, fighting games, the only ones that I tend to like is the Tekken games, to be honest. And across my live streaming, I've done Tekken 2, 3, 4 and 5 now. With the exception of I haven't been able to unlock Devil Jin in Tekken 5. I did have to get a save file with him already in. So next time I boot that up, I can just mess around, like earning the in-game currency to change how the characters are dressed, which is cool in Tekken 5, but as that's kind of took over in fighting games, and you can just buy the extra characters rather than win them, it doesn't have the same appeal to me now, even if the story in it is really good. Like Tekken 7, I kind of didn't care, because I could just buy the extra characters, you know. But I know people are really good at like Mortal Kombat. I'm not, because it's all about the finishing moves. Do you know what? Assassin's Creed I've never ever played. I'm not sure whether it would be my kind of thing. I've played a little bit of Fable, because I got the anniversary edition of the first game for like £5 in the Steam sale. It was like between Christmas and New Year, and I got it like dirt cheap. I do have Cyberpunk, which I got for like £16, which I've been really wanting to play, but I very much doubt that I would stream it, because, I mean, nobody really cares about that game anymore. I mean, no one really cares about this game either, but yeah. Cool. I would probably never complete it, to be honest. So that's kind of putting me off from live streaming it. Like, the reason why I done the Tekken games was, to me, getting all of the extra characters is completing the game. I don't really see getting every single item in terms of the clothing options as completing the game. Like in terms of Tekken 5. But I did find it interesting that I got almost all of the characters in Tekken 4 in about an hour. And with Tekken 5 it took me about 3 hours. So the difficulty level is definitely increased. Plus the final boss is a really cheap boss. And the only time I managed to beat that boss first go was with Jack 5, which I did make a clip of, so feel free to check that out at any point. Open world games I do want to play, it's just I know I would get bored and I would never complete it, or I know people who have a thing like Mondays they play this game, Tuesdays they play that game. I could not do that. If I'm playing something, I'm like, that's what I want to play until it's done. I'm actually impressed that I've got as far in this game as I have, and I think that's the reason why, because I just haven't given up. Even though in this live stream 2 of the trophies of the 3 were won by my teammate, which was the computer running like the extra character, but because we're in teams this time, I still got the trophy, which was kind of cool. So in the controls, they've made this game harder, but the team up thing makes it so much easier, you know? Well, at least I'm not the only one. I probably should change this over to just chatting, shouldn't I? One moment while I do that. Let me know if it actually does change over. You might have to refresh. Am I now in just chatting? I'm gonna take that as a yeah. Awesome. So I was thinking, since I'm on a PS2 kick, after I'm done with this game, which will be a while because I do also plan to do Team Crash just to see what the different cutscenes are, even though I could just watch it on YouTube, which I actually might do that, because I do want to get onto other PS2 games. Do you have any that you would want me to check out, because I was thinking Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter. I can vaguely start again. I can vaguely remember Sean. He was doing the HD Ratchet and Clank, and he done the first two, and he never did that third one. You know, when it was on the PS3. So as I'm emulating the PS2, I can kind of force it into HD. So I'm thinking I might just do that. So yeah, I kind of know the story of the first two, but like, it's one of them series where I really like the humour, but I'm not very good at the actual platforming. But then again, I'm not very good at the kart racing. But yeah, I've managed to get 12 trophies and 3 keys? Something like that. So did you play them as part of that HD thing then? You've never played them. So I'm guessing your experience with those games is the same as mine. Like just watching Sean play them. For anybody who's watching this after the fact, Sean is Aaron Isaac. You should go and check out his live streams. They are pretty fun most of the time. Having said that, I had to leave today's just because he was just being so lamenting. But I mean, it is Valentine's, or like, well, Valentine's is kind of over now, but he's still like lamenting over it. Yeah, which isn't my favourite thing that he does, but what can you do? It's just part of who he is, so okay, so I'm definitely doing Ratchet and Clank, at the very least the first game. I do want to do the Mortal Kombat games just because I know one of them had a chess mode, and I've always really liked that because I've never got the rules of chess, and with that, like your characters are the chess pieces, and it just tells you where you can move each piece, and it's just a really fun mode. So if I can remember which has that, I'm definitely gonna do that. In terms of getting all of the extra characters in those games, so I'm probably just gonna cheat and find a save file. I'm not gonna lie, because I cannot do the special moves. I could blame it on my disability, but like, I just have zero interest really in learning the finish the moves, when what really should matter is all of the fight leading up to that. But it really doesn't with those games. Anybody who's good at those games, all they care about is the finishing moves. If I want to see the finishing moves, I can watch compilations of them on YouTube, you know. So there's no real incentive for me to learn the finish them moves. I'm glad it's not just me then. Blade, have you ever seen the Candyman movies? Yeah, I've only seen the first one. I have the Arrow special edition. Somebody had it in CEX, and I was surprised to see it was the like special limited edition hard box. So I got that, and it had all of the packings as well. So like the huge booklet, the poster, you know, all of that good stuff. I've only seen the American cut. I think it's called the X-rated cut. Do you know what? I've never got into Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, and that's partly because of every time somebody mentions that there's a release of that, it's always a thing of, yeah, but the picture quality's crap because blah blah blah, and that puts me off. Like, if I'm gonna try a thing for the first time, I want it in as good picture quality as I can get, you know? Especially with how much those sets are. So I hope you have fun with them. With the Candyman, I do have all 4 of the movies on Blu-ray. The only one that I can't show you is the first one, but like it's in a hard box, very much the same as this, which I actually got really lucky in finding this at the same time that I got the Candyman. So like, yeah, it's a hard box, very much like this, and like you get the Blu-ray and the booklet, very much the same. But yeah, Candyman. The second one is The Farewell to the Flesh, which was put out by 88 Films, which, let me get it in shot. Yep, just so you can see it. And then Vestron put this out, which thankfully I've got a region 3 player, so I can watch this one, because it's region A/region 1, and it's the third one is Day of the Dead, and then the fourth one is just Candyman again, but it's got somebody else playing him, I think, instead of Tony Todd, which, by the way, I think Tony Todd does a fantastic job, even though I've only seen the first one so far. I do plan to do a movie marathon at some point. Honestly, it's such a necessity when it comes to like people collecting physical media, because then you don't have to worry about region coding. I mean, there's no way I'd have the Friday the 13th box set if it wasn't for the fact I had the region free player. Because I missed the original box set where it had all of them, and I just looked out and got that one because I missed out on the Halloween box set that was very much the same. I have all of the Friday the... Sorry, not... Hang on. Yeah. I have all of the Friday the 13th and I have all of the Nightmare on Elm Street, is what I was going to say. But the Nightmare on Elm Street, it fits in like essentially one case, whereas the Friday the 13th takes up so much more space on my shelf. That took way more effort to get it off my shelf. See what I mean? Like, it's more or less the size of a standard keep case, but it has all of the movies on. I am really happy though that I managed to get the 2 4-hour documentaries for both franchises in one key case, which was a lot of fun going through. You should get them, even if it's just that same set that I have. I know Sean recently posted on Twitter that the Nightmare on Elm Street TV show, well, it's not called that, is it? It's Freddy's Nightmares, but that's getting some attention on some obscure streaming site that I've never heard of. So I'm hoping that that leads to a physical release, which of course I will absolutely buy. And then the only thing that I'm missing is the Halloween set of movies, which I do not own. But I have a lot of like really old horror stuff. I've got the Universal, the old black and white ones. I've got a whole load of those. I've got all the Omen movies, which is really cool. Although I do think the Fest 2 are the only ones really worth watching. It's still fun to watch them and then watch the extras to get a bit of like the behind the scenes thing. Awesome. Never ever sell that unless it's to me. The Halloween set that you have, is it the big black box with all the black cases? Like what Sean has, which he kind of smashed as soon as he got it? I can't believe he did that. Well, I can, because it was in the kitchen. And he always hurts himself in the kitchen. Or in that case, his stuff. I guess I should save this, seeing as though I don't plan to actually play any more of this today. I have to turn my controller back on. I wonder what that'll take my percentage to. because it was 33. Hey! You've just missed all of the gameplay of Crash Team... Sorry, not Crash Team Racing. Crash Nitro Kart. Let me just have it on the load thing, just so it's got something to keep nice. I'm 45% of the way through. I'm hoping that I'm saying your name right when I say this. Jenkins, what kind of stuff do you like? Is it like horror or... Honestly, I can't wait for you to watch it back, because I beat the third boss on my first go, on my least favourite track of that section. I cannot believe that. Honestly, I got really lucky with this live stream. I was done with the gameplay within about 40 minutes of going live. That's how good. I think it is the Scream Factory set that I'm thinking of. Because it was Scream Factory that done the Friday the 13th set that I have. Like, it's a big, huge thing. Like, I really wish that you could show me. Oh, you got so lucky with that. $10. That's like £15, I think. That's impressive. Mind you, I got quite lucky with this one. I know loads of people got this for like £5 when it was accidentally put that low on Amazon when it was first put out. But I got this second hand for 18. So I think that's around about $23, maybe more. I'm not sure. Wow, 7. I was totally thinking the other way. Okay. That's nuts. So, I might as well take this opportunity to just promote all my stuff. There's my donation link, which has been on the screen the entire time, if you want to help me get my second camera, so I can do the art live streams, so I can alternate between game and art stuff. And also there's all my social media stuff, which I will be putting in the description of the highlight on Twitch once I'm done, as well as in the YouTube playback. But also all of my links are on my Twitch in the about section, and they should be down below now if you're on a desktop. So feel free to follow me on all of the things and throw as little or as much my way to help me get that second camera. Oof, 3 hours, well, have fun, I guess. Thanks for coming out. See you later, Blade. Honestly, I'm just so impressed that I've got 3 people watching. And I really shouldn't be that happy, but I really am. Because yesterday I didn't get anybody watching. And I think yesterday's live stream went pretty well. Thanks. Yeah, it's £100 for the goal. Because I'm not sure how much it's actually gonna cost for the camera and like the thing to attach it to, so I can like have it clamped permanently on my desk, you know. But I think £100 would go a long way to helping me get that. I'm not gonna be doing like 4K or anything like that. I think full HD would be plenty, so like 1080, which should keep the cost down as well, actually thinking about it. But yeah, that's my goal this time. Plus there's a mask that I'm wanting to get, where like you can, it's like this digital display, so you can have it be anything really. And I was thinking of having that be like what I wear when I'm doing live streams, partly because I'm very self-aware of the fact that when I'm playing, in particular the racing games, I'm so focused, and I'm like, my face does weird shit, so like I'm kind of embarrassed by that, and like I kind of do this a lot, but I mean, it's out of my control. I'm so focused on winning the game, you know. Like, I'm clearly feeling as though I need to do that to be able to win, and clearly it's working if I've managed to get this far. So I was thinking of playing some other PS2 games like Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter. Well, I'm glad that you've never noticed, but now that I've pointed it out, you probably will when you watch them back. Yeah, so I'm planning on playing those games. Is there any other PS2 games that you think that I might like? I mean, we both know that I tend to lean towards the fighting games, so like Mortal Kombat I'm definitely gonna play at some point. But like, is there any other kart kind of racing games that I'm just not aware of? I guess technically I could just close that down and just make my camera like so much bigger just for now, seeing as though I'm just doing a chat live stream from now. Yeah, so that'll do me for now. There, that's slightly better. I like that you can just see a skull just randomly behind me, like, and Krampus too. Can you tell that I like horror? I mean, I suppose this is kind of like a podcast now, isn't it? I mean, it would be even more like one if I just took away my face cam. But yeah, it definitely is. Yep. I really like this space thing that I managed to find though. Like it like adds a bit of movement, but it's like really subtle. Do you know what? Even if I got like £1 towards my 100 goal, I'd be over the moon. I really would. But I very much doubt that that's ever gonna happen. But I have to try, don't I? So, I mean, what I really want to do is I want to make live streaming kind of my job. So like, I'm earning through doing Twitch, you know, which I'm currently not doing, but I really, really want to. How do I do what? Earn money through Twitch? Well, once you get like fairly established, I could add a bits thing, so you could send bits in the chat, which is essentially you would be buying bits, and then the donation. Just go to streamlabs.com/little retro rocker 6, or click the button under the live stream or in the about section, which has the donate thing, and it'll just take you straight to it. I think you might have to sign in, and then just put however much you're wanting to send my way, and then that should be it. But yeah, like once I'm more established, I can also add bits, which is just another way to bring money to the live stream. But bits, you're also sharing the money with Twitch, so I'd only get a smaller amount of what you would send through bits. So donations is definitely the way to go, because then I get 100% of whatever you send. This will be a good test to see if my notifications is actually working, because when I do test them, it does work. See what I mean?
Alright!
Like, there's a test one there, so that's what should happen. But I've never seen it actually work, so I don't know if I've got it set up correctly or what. And the same with the follows, actually.
Alright!
Like, that's what should come up. But I've never seen it happen. People tend to follow me when I'm not live. I'm not even sure if I have the channel points thing set up yet. which is just another way of you guys being able to interact with the live stream. There's like so much stuff that you can do with live streaming, and I'm still learning, and I've been doing it on and off for quite a while now, but I'm really trying to. No worries, I'm I'm in no rush, and I'm not going anywhere. So do you play any sports? I'm only asking because I got wheelchair rugby later on today. Which I'm actually looking forward to for once. Like, normally I have to force myself to go, but I'm actually looking forward to it. Because we've actually got a fairly high number of people attending, where normally we're lucky if we can scrape like 3 people together, which isn't really worth having it on then. But, yeah. It's still fun. I'm not very good at wheelchair rugby, but I have fun. Like, I tend to go more for the fitness side of things. Like, I actually don't care all that much about the game itself. I'm more about just getting that endorphin rush, you know? Just need to grab a quick drink. I normally have a cup of tea while I'm doing my live streams, but I had most of it before going live, so are you having any luck? It should come through on my phone if it doesn't come through on the stream, so I will let you know no matter what. The few clips that I've done and I put them on Instagram seem to have gotten really well. After yesterday's live stream, I done some clips, and those have went really well. Oh sweet, it's actually worked. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the £5. That's seriously gonna go a long way to helping. It's nice to know that I've actually got that set up correctly as well. Thank you so much. Look at me actually being successful. What are you thanking me for? I'm just here playing games and just talking, and I'm just glad that you're having a great time. And the fact that you wanted to help out, that means a hell of a lot. So yeah, now you know how to do it. Just go to streamlabs.com/whatever the name of the live streamer is, and then you do exactly what you've just done. Well, I'm glad that I could be there for you then. Because I know with how the world is right now, I'm not gonna lie, I have felt really, really lonely, and that's kind of what's been pushing me to do the live streams. Um, the thing is, I'm still living at home with my mum and dad, partially because of my disability, partially because of the way that the world is. So, yeah, I'm really wanting to make this a success so I can contribute more to the household as well. But the fact that I can get that second camera soon, like, that would be great, because then it means I've got more options for people to come and check out my live streams, you know? And one of the kind of live streams that I was thinking of doing was like a really chilled one where I have just a background thing. Yeah, so you know exactly what kind of things that I'm talking about then. Like, the loneliness really is real. Like, as much as I don't like to admit it, because you gotta be strong and all the rest of it. But yeah, being disabled is fucking lonely, and it's awful. So the fact that I can be there for you, that's awesome. And thank you so much for your support in return. That really means a lot. So yeah, the other idea that I had is like have it be super chilled and like have like really light background noise. Um, Maybe a fireplace on the screen, and have it so in like 20-minute sprints I read whatever I'm wanting to read, and whoever's in the chat just reads what they want to read in that time, and then like we break for a bit, talk for a bit about whatever, and then rinse and repeat. So like it kind the the whole idea that I want to do is like to force myself more than anybody else to make reading a part of my routine. Because I do like reading. It's just it's really hard with excuse me. I can just feel a burp that I'm trying to suppress. Okay, now that I'm not trying to talk, it seems to have gone. So yeah, like I want it to be kind of become part of my routine, and I think the best way for me to do that is if I make it into a live stream, because then that makes I'm accountable to the live stream, you know? I think that's kind of how I've got to look at it. And of course, like, if you want to throw more money my way, feel free, because then I can do more stuff. Like, getting the second camera would mean I could do art live streams, and then if I do another goal where I get the mask, I could do entire live streams where I'm wearing the mask, which would obscure my vision somewhat, as well as being something better to look at than my face. I mean, I know I tend to have my face in one of the corners, and then the game kind of take the bulk of the live stream. But yeah, I just really like the idea of having one of those masks. And the cheapest that I've seen those masks is around about £50. So, depending on what kind of camera I end up going with, I could probably get both things with my £100 goal if I'm really, really careful. Because I know, like, with me not going down the 4K route, because I don't think my computer could handle it, I'm surprised it can do game and live stream from the same computer. I mean, somebody that I watch called Sean, aka Sarah Nizarak, who I have mentioned earlier in the live stream, they tend to have two computers, one for handling the live stream and one for the game, which they currently can't do because of the fact that one of the computers isn't working. So they're kind of restricted as to what games they can play, which kind of sucks. But clearly, my computer must be a more modern one than what he's working from, because I can handle playing games and doing the stream all from one computer, even though most of the games that I tend to live stream is through an emulator. So I think that's partly why. Plus, I don't tend to do like top tier games. Wow, has it really been a week since? Yeah, it it must be, because was it Tekken 4 that I was doing then, or was it Tekken 5? I think it was Tekken 4 when you first popped in. I am thinking of revisiting Tekken 2 and Tekken 3, just because I've now got a much more stable emulator than what I was using when I done those live streams. Plus, those live streams aren't on YouTube anymore, but they are on Twitch as highlights. So, do you know what? I'm so glad that I done that Tekken 4 live stream then, because I'm so glad that it meant that I met you and like we got talking and all the rest of it. I mean, feel free to follow me on all of my social media as well, and then we can talk more. That would be awesome. Just click those huge buttons down below to take you to like my Twitch, my YouTube, my Twitter, and whatever else I have down there, because I can't think of anything else. Actually, did I link my Twitch down there? It seems pointless. I really don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, all of them things down there. I still can't believe that you send me £5 towards my goal. That means so much. Do you tend to search for like Tekken 4, or like was it just purely by chance? Like you thought, oh, I wonder if anybody's playing that game. Because I've done that before with some games, and it's been completely dead. Like Crash, Nitro Kart. Nobody seems to be playing that game right now. Well, apart from me. So like yesterday I had it in the Crash Nitro Kart section on Twitch. Today I put it in retro, and I think putting it in retro has been more beneficial, because I've had 3 people watching and 2 people chatting. So that's awesome. Like, to me that's like huge. I mean, to some people that's nothing. Wow, first time like that you've searched for it. I'm boy did I get lucky then, because I think that was my first time streaming it in ever. So yeah, like just really good timing. So besides like fighting games, what about horror? Do you like any horror? Like not just games, like I mean in any form. Like books, movies, audiobooks, radio dramas. Cool. You'll probably like the Universal monster set then, like the old black and white movies. Well, yeah, I can kind of see your point there. Um, when it comes to like extreme stuff like that, you either go one way, you either end up really liking the fake stuff more, or you kind of shy away from it. Okay, so you tend to like more um, leaning towards the real stuff. Fair enough. The closest thing I've came to in terms of what you've gone through is I've had lots of operations to try and keep me walking, which were unsuccessful. As of right now, I don't walk. I kind of drag myself around the house on my knees, um, or I use my wheelchair, um, or this chair, which is just like normal computer chair. I would have liked to have got a proper gaming chair, but they're so expensive. And I was kind of buying this desk and this chair as quickly as I could, um, because, well, to be honest with you, living at home with my mum and dad, my dad wasn't being supportive of me trying to make this my job. Um, I can stand, yeah, but I'm very unsteady. So, like, yeah, my dad really wasn't being supportive of me trying to make this my job, and it wasn't really until a big argument happened, which actually resulted in him damaging my bookcase behind me, which thankfully you can't see the damage. I mean, I could show you it to kind of shame him, but I mean, the fact that I'm saying this would shame him anyway. Um, so yeah, like I feel as though I'm not being supported by my father in particular, my mum. She doesn't really understand what live streaming is, but she knows that I'm trying to make it where I make money from it. So she kind of just lets me get on with it. Um, so I tend to only live stream when it's just me in the house, which is why yesterday I was an hour later than I would like. It's also why I tend not to have a time schedule active on my channel, because there's no guarantee that I can be live, say, 11 o'clock every single day. Like, sometimes it's not possible. I mean, today's live stream I was on from I think 10 o'clock. So it is always going to be somewhere between 9 and 11 when I do these live streams. I would like to do a really long one where I just keep going, but to be able to do that, I would have to have the house to myself, which only tends to happen when it's like summertime and my mum and dad have gone to the caravan for the weekend. And what I did used to do is live stream downstairs, which meant I was able to take in the post because I seen them coming to the door. I can't do that now because I'm more or less forced to only do my live streaming from here. My bed is literally there. Like, well, you can't even see where I'm pointing, but yeah, it's literally over there. Like, I have very little space to work with. But what can I do, you know? I have to work with the restrictions that are put in place by the fact that I'm still living at home. What can I do? So, yeah, the sooner that I can make this a success, the better, really. So, tomorrow, with me getting to this 4th boss now, I think? Yeah. Really quickly, I have no idea what this boss is going to be like, or what the track's going to be like. I'm fully expecting to not beat it first go. And I can't wait to make that eclipse the fact that I beat the 3rd boss straight away. Like, that's crazy to me. Either I'm getting good at the game, or the game is just going super easy. That's all I can do. So your £5 really means a lot to me. It really does. I would like to do like watch parties as well. But I don't currently have Amazon Prime because they sent an email out saying that they weren't gonna take Visa credit anymore in the UK, which meant the way that I was paying for Amazon Prime was gonna get took away, because paying the yearly thing saves you, I think, £17 throughout the whole year. Like, you pay that much more paying monthly if you do it like £7 a month, or whatever it is now. So I've kind of tried to distance myself from Amazon as much as possible. I mean, I know Twitch is owned by Amazon and Audible is owned by them, and I do use those. Obviously, because I'm like using Twitch right now. But in terms of buying from Amazon, as in the shop part of it, I really have stopped doing that, and I tend to do more just using HMV instead. Like, you can just about see. Wait, hang on. Let me get this. Yeah. So those right at the very top there are my Doctor Who classic season sets. I'm wanting to get all of them, and they're very slowly bringing them out. And like you get so many extras, it's unbelievable. Like you get an entire season's worth of stories, and it's just a lot of fun watching the old show. How what's the word I'm looking for? Like old-fashioned looking. Like you can see it's a set. You can see like it's model work. Like, but it's awesome to see that, you know. Like really obvious special effects, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun watching the old stuff. I've watched Doctor Who from Tom Baker's run right through to the end of the classic series, and I've used a mix of what's available on BritBox and the Blu-rays there. If it wasn't for BritBox, I wouldn't have been able to do that, because I missed out on buying Doctor Who on DVD, but I'm now kind of playing catch up and just getting the Blu-ray sets, you know. I've been live for almost 2 hours, and I'm thinking I should probably wrap this up and get on to making those clips. I mean, you can make clips of my live streams as well. If you hover over my live stream, down at the bottom there should be an option to clip, and then you can make a clip of whatever bit of the live stream you've pressed that on. Feel free to do that with any of my past live streams as well, because it would be awesome to see what people actually like seeing from my live streams, so I can do more. That would be great. Yeah, David Tennant was definitely my Doctor. Well, and Christopher Eccleston, but as he only got one TV series, I kind of just mushed them together as one. I wasn't a big fan of Matt Smith. It took me a long time to warm up to him, because to me it felt like they were trying to stick too closely to David Tennant's style, and yeah, they didn't deviate much. Having said that, I'd definitely say David Tennant is my Doctor, but the others have done a really good job. Jodie has done a really good job with some really rubbish stories. There's been very few of hers that have been good, and it's not because she's bad at her job, it's the writing. Chris Chibnall is not right for Doctor Who, so I'm glad that they've got Russell back. I don't like the idea that they might be bringing back David Tennant though. I still watched it, but I didn't buy the box sets anymore. And I kinda wish that I did now, because I'm wanting to see the older New Who as well, seeing as though I'm like collecting the classic run as well. So I might as well try and get all of the like New Who as well. So I mean, as you can see, there's a lot that I want to get, so making my live stream a success would be really, really helpful, because it would mean I could get more stuff to talk about. Because I mean, the talk show that I do with my friend normally every Saturday, which I'm currently having to do with my sister, which thankfully this Saturday is the last one where I'm having to do it with my sister for quite a while. But that talk show originally started as me showing my friend some old-time radio shows, which was like science fiction and horror, old radio dramas, which was a lot of fun but very niche. So it didn't get many views. So I decided to switch it up to where we talk about disability, and in my case, I was relating it to Malcolm in the Middle, and I've kind of done that throughout the show's run, I guess, in less and less capacity as I've gone on. But that's because the show's done that as well. So, I mean, it would be great if you could pop along to when I do that. But with the talk show, I have to do it from 6 o'clock when it's me and my friend doing it, because I've got to factor in all of his extra care needs, you know. So it has to be from 6. That's when he can do it. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up now, as I've said about 10 minutes ago. And I'll be live again, hopefully about the same time tomorrow. And do more of Crash Nitro Kart. I keep wanting to say team racing, because this is the one where you are actually in teams, whereas in team racing you're not. It's weird. Anyway, thanks for the support, and I hope you've enjoyed this kind of chatty bit, and I hope you enjoy the game section. It should automatically break it when I end the live stream, so you can watch just the game bit or just the chat bit, depending on which section on Twitch. If you're watching it on YouTube, sadly you get the entire thing. So, yeah, anyway, bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.